Yeah, hello, how you guys doing, man? Welcome to my channel. Um, Look, okay, I went to go see the Lion Kings, right? Okay, everything was to me was like spiritual led, spiritual from God, and because Mufasa was speaking to his son, bringing into the just to be in the light, when in the dark side, because the hyenas, right? But but so I got so happy because I it was a spiritual song, and I was like, wow, that way a spiritual song, I was like, that's awesome. I could pray to this, I was thinking in my head, and I was praying to it, I was like, man, like this is all God, that's the way I seen it. But then again, I got home right now, and I was like, man, I want to know who sings that song, that spirit song, I was like, man, that's a beautiful voice. And I didn't know who it was. And I looked it up. And guess who it was? It was Beyonce. I was like, what? How is she singing a spirit song if she's all into like the 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 world stuff, the Illuminati throwing up the pyramid and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not saying they could change. They can't change by God, because God could change anybody. You know what I mean. So I was just thinking in my head, how is that possible? How is that how is that possible? I was just like tripping out right now. I was like, what the heck's going on? But anyways, the reason why I came on my YouTube channel was the movie was it was great. It was an awesome. If you see the first ones and the second ones, those are the ones that they're more good. They're like they're worth it to watch. And like the scene that I didn't even like honestly, the scene that I didn't like was when uh, when Mufasa died, when they said it was a son that killed him, and it wasn't true. It was Mufasa's uncle, and I was like, okay, it's good and all that, but they didn't show like the other part, when he's falling, and they show the other scene where they see his body like going all the way down. They didn't show that part. They didn't show that part because it was supposed to be real realistic, and the face, all that wasn't. It wasn't the face that looked too serious. The voice wasn't that great. The voices were not that great. It wasn't like it wasn't worth it to not to go see it, but to see how the characters were playing Mufasa, playing Simba, playing all the characters that they played in the first movie. It was pretty cool. Like, don't get me wrong, but the expression of the face was like it was too serious. They didn't have that smile. It wasn't funny, like the first one, and the second one. It was okay. It's more for Disney. Disney. They taking over everything. They take over everything. Yeah, and Disney has been doing that. Disney has been taking over things like that, and it wasn't like I was expecting, like, wow, it's gonna be spiritual led, and there was nothing wrong with it. Like, there was nothing wrong with it. The movie was pretty good. It wasn't. I'm not judging it. I liked it because it made me think about Jesus more. Like, it made me think like how his son was like how his son was how his son what left the kingdom, right? Left the kingdom. He went to this jungle. He was there with them, and he was turning like into like it was all his fault, and it was all his fault, but it wasn't true. It wasn't true. It was a lie from the enemy. It was a lie, and they tried to go find him because they wanted they wanted the king to rule everything, to rule the kingdom of God, and his wife find him and brought him back, and he's seeing everything was dead. There wasn't no more fruit producing. There wasn't fruit producing. There was only rotten food. The hyenas ate all the food, and he was just. This is what I was thinking in my head. He was thinking like, man, what happened to my dad's kingdom? Like, what happened to my father's kingdom? What happened to everything? Like, who did this? And so he later on he found out who it was, and it was his uncle that did that, that killed his dad, and he was just like, I can't believe it, you know. And long story short, it was just like it was just it was it was pretty good to me. It was okay, but I believe that they should have picked some better characters to the movie. My opinion. Inbox me if I'm wrong. Inbox me if you guys like it. Inbox if if it's the right thing to say, because I believe that I didn't know it was Beyonce that was singing that Spirit song until I looked it up right now. I looked it up like 2 minutes ago. Cause I was like, man, who's singing that beautiful Spirit song? Cause it was a worship song, you know. Like, wow, it's a worship song. I looked it up right now 2 minutes ago. It was Beyonce. I'm like, what the heck? And you see the expression on her face. Her face is like, it's like there's something wrong with her. You know, you could tell she has deep inside her. She has some darkness inside of her. But you know, they know how to play the part. They have two roles. You know, and the movie was pretty good. I believe they should have them smile more and not be more serious about things. Um, and that's all I got to say about the movie. God bless you guys, and in Jesus' mighty name, amen.